Ridgeway Road was supposed to be empty. That's what the realtor said when the Carter family bought the house. 10 miles from the nearest town, surrounded by dead trees and fog that never seemed to lift. Old place, cheap price, quiet life. Perfect. No one mentioned that every family who had lived there before left without selling, or never left at all. On their first night, the house was silent. Too silent. No insects, no wind. Just the soft creaking of wood, as if the house were breathing. Around midnight, Ethan Carter woke up to the sound of footsteps above his bedroom. Slow, heavy, measured. But the second floor was empty. His wife, Laura, was asleep beside him. Their 8-year-old daughter, Lily, was down the hall. No one else was there. The footsteps stopped directly above his bed. Ethan held his breath. The sound lingered for a moment, then faded, as if whoever was walking had stepped straight into the ceiling. The next morning, Lily refused to eat. She stared at the corner of the dining room, whispering to someone who wasn't there. When Laura asked who she was talking to, Lily answered calmly, "The man who lives in the walls. He says this used to be his house." Laura laughed it off. Ethan didn't. That afternoon, Ethan explored the basement. Behind a shelf covered in dust, he found a door nailed shut from the outside. The wood was splintered, clawed from within. Carved into it were names, dozens of them. Some scratched so deep they cut through the grain. At the bottom, freshly carved, was a name that made his stomach drop. Carter. That night, the house changed. Doors opened on their own. Shadows stretched where no light existed. The sound of breathing followed them from room to room. At 3:17 a.m., Lily stood in the hallway, eyes wide, smiling. "He says it's time," she whispered. The walls began to bleed. Not red, but dark, oily stains seeping from the cracks. The temperature dropped so fast their breath fogged the air. A voice echoed through the house, deep and hollow, speaking from everywhere at once. "This house remembers." The floor split open. Hands, dozens of them, reached out from beneath the boards, grabbing Ethan's legs, dragging him down as he screamed. Laura tried to pull him back, but the house pulled harder. The walls bent inward, the ceiling collapsed. The house consumed him whole. Silence followed. Morning came like nothing happened. Laura and Lily were gone. A week later, a young couple drove down Ridgeway Road, following a for sale sign that hadn't been there before. The house stood freshly painted, untouched by time. As they stepped inside, a little girl's laughter echoed from the walls, and deep beneath the floor, Ethan Carter opened his eyes in the dark. The house wasn't done with him.